So the second part of this module is sampling theory. So we start with a simple definitions. Population, a large collection of individuals are called population, and the definition of a sample is a finite subset of a population is called a sample. Sampling means the process of selecting a sample from the population is called as sampling. The next definition is hypothesis. In order to arrive at a decision regarding to population through a sample of population, we have to make certain assumption known as hypothesis, which may or may not true. So these are the definitions. Now I explain all these definition by giving a simple example. Suppose in the fourth semester we have 1,000 students. So 1,000 students are there in the fourth semester. We call that as a population. So population means a large collection of individuals. So now what I take an example here, population means the number of students in the fourth semester, that is 1,000. So we call that as a population. Now when it comes to the definition of a sample, so among those 1,000 students, now I have to make a decision how many students are interested in playing cricket. So what I have to do here, so I have to make a decision that we called as hypothesis. So hypothesis means in order to arrive at a decision regarding the population through a sample of population. So when we are making any hypothesis, we have to consider a sample of a population. So now we have 1,000 students in a population. So now what is the decision I have to arrive? How many are interested in playing cricket? Now what I do is, so I am not going to ask each individual. 1,000 members are there, so it is difficult to ask, are you interested in cricket? Are you interested in cricket among the 1,000 students? So what I do means I take a sample. So I take 100 members of students among the 1,000, that we called as a sample. A finite subset of a population is called sample. Means whatever the students, 100 students I am taking from the population. In the population, how many students are there? 1,000 students are there. 1,000 students are there. Now I am taking a sample of 100 students. So the students are there in the among the 1,000 students. Population alle irbeku. So that is we called as a finite subset of a population. Now it comes to the sampling. So the process of selecting a sample. So what is the process we are doing to selecting those 100 students among the 1,000 students is called the sampling. Now what is the hypothesis? In order to arrive at a decision regarding to the population through a sample of population. So what is the decision I am taking here? How many are interested in playing cricket? So to come the decision, I am not asking all the 1,000 students. What I taken only a sample of 100 members. So the process of selecting those 100 members is called the sampling, and I am arriving a decision by using only 100 members of the students, not 1,000 members of the students. But whatever the decision I made, that depends on the 100 members of the student, that is through a sample of the population. We have to make certain assumptions known as hypothesis, which may or may not true. Now I come to the conclusion that among those 100 students, 50% are interested in playing cricket. So whatever I given the assumption, that will be applicable for all the 1,000 students. all the population. So what is the decision we are taking? We are not taking for all the 1000 students. What we are taking? We are taking a sample of the population and we are making some assumptions. Those assumptions may be true sometimes, maybe may not be true. That is called the hypothesis. So these are the definitions of population, sample, sampling and hypothesis. Now, so next definitions are important problems. Every question paper, if you take the model question paper also, this is a compulsory question. The definitions they ask: what is the null hypothesis, what is a confidence interval, what is the type 1 and type 2 errors, and what is the level of significance. So already I explained what is hypothesis. Now what is the null hypothesis means? Hypothesis is nothing but the assumption on a certain decision. So that is assumption that may or may not be true. Okay. Now what is the null hypothesis means? The assumption, the hypothesis formulated for the purpose of its rejection. So we are making an hypothesis for the purpose of its rejection under the assumption that it is true. So whatever the hypothesis we are making here, that should be rejected. Purpose of its rejection under the assumption that it is true is called the null hypothesis. Second one is confidence interval. Confidence interval is the process which helps us to decide about the acceptance or rejection of the hypothesis is called the test of significance. Now, whatever the assumption we do here, sometimes we may accept or sometimes we may be reject, because those hypotheses may be true or may not be true. Every time we are not accepting the hypothesis. Sometimes we reject the hypothesis. While solving the problems, how to accept or reject the hypothesis, what they made in the problem is by using this formula. We call this as standard normal variate Z, that is x bar. X bar means sample mean, and that is second one x bar minus mu by sigma by root n. So this is the formula. By using this formula we solve the problems, and depending on the Z value, here we discuss two level of significance. One is 5% level of significance, that is whatever the value, if it lies between minus 1.96 and plus 1.96, then we say that it is either it may be accepted or rejected under the 5% level of significance. One more level of significance is, suppose if the Z value lies between minus 2.58 and 2.58, this is called as 1% level of significance. So two types of significance levels are there. So it can be understood while solving the problems here. So just remember the definition of confidence interval, the process which helps us to decide about the acceptance or rejection of the hypothesis. While solving the problem by using the Z value, depending on the Z value, either we may accept the hypothesis or we may reject the hypothesis. This is two level of significance. I have explained here the level of significance, what is this 5% and 10%. So if they ask you, write up to here only, confidence level interval, confidence interval. So next definition is type 1 and type 2 errors. So what is type 1 error is? Type 1 error is if a hypothesis is rejected while it should have been accepted is called type 1 error. Second one is if a hypothesis is accepted while it should have been rejected is known as type 2 error. Now I explain here in the form of a table. Now whatever the assumption is nothing but hypothesis. So we have two cases, either it may be hypothesis may be true, hypothesis may be false. Now suppose what is the type 1 error is, hypothesis is true and you are accepting the hypothesis is correct decision. Hypothesis true and you are accepting the hypothesis is correct decision. If hypothesis is true but you are rejecting the hypothesis is wrong decision. Wrong decision means we call that as a type 1 error. Next, second one is if hypothesis is true and you are accepting the hypothesis, if the hypothesis is false, you are accepting the hypothesis, that is a wrong decision. So what is the correct decision? Hypothesis is true, then only you have to accept. If hypothesis is true, you are rejecting means that is a wrong decision, that is type 1 error. If hypothesis is false, if you are accepting the hypothesis, that is type 2 error. And if the hypothesis is false and you are rejecting the hypothesis means that is a correct decision. So these are the two types of errors. See, you have to next definition is level of significance. See, the video should be repeated twice or thrice, then only you understood the concept of the definitions here. Type 1, type 2 error, or whatever the hypothesis we started from the beginning. Okay, level of significance. This is the last definition because definition itself takes the 1 6 marks question. So no need to solve any problem here. Just you have to remember the definitions. Level of significance means the probability level below we reject the hypothesis is known as level of significance. So previous confidence interval only I explained two types of level of significance are there. 5%, the probability is fixed at 0.05 or 0.01, that is 5% or 1% level of significance. So how we decide means depending on the region what we drawn here. The region in which a sample value false is rejected is known as a critical region. The probability of the value of the variate falling in the critical region is the level of significance. So this is the diagram. So these are the basic definitions. So in the next video we solve the problems on sampling. Thank you.